Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another video and I will be doing a Q&A. For today's Q&A, I will be splitting the video into two segments, sections, whatever the word is, I don't know. I will be splitting the video into personal questions and uni related questions. The reason I'm doing this video is because I've got a lot of questions from both sides and I just wanted to kind of do a video to address them all and hopefully help people out. So I've split the field into 7 questions for each segment. So the first sector will be on university related things, so I'll be talking about all sorts of different things, answering specific questions that I've got, and then the second part of the video I'll be answering personal things, so questions to do with me and with YouTube and all of that sort of thing. So whichever you're here for, make sure to skip forward if you want the personal part, and make sure to watch the start of the video if you want the uni related things. So without further ado, here is the first question. By the way, I'll be reading off my phone, so if I'm not looking up at you guys, this is what I'm looking at. So the first question that I get all the time is, can you join clubs and societies you have no experience in? The simple answer I will give is yes, 1,000,000% yes. I think a lot of people think that going to uni you'll need to like have experience in the sports to be able to do them, but no, I think uni is probably the best place to start playing a sport, because literally no matter what level of the sport you are at, if you're at 0, if you're at 100, all sports and all societies are accepting people regardless. The second question is, what advice would you give us before starting university? I think the biggest piece of advice I'm going to give is be yourself and do not change yourself for anyone. I think the biggest issue with things at university is people try and go there and try and be someone else that they're not, to fit in and sort of get on with the vibe and get friends and stuff like that and fit into groups. However, that is completely incorrect. I believe you should go to university, be yourself, do your own thing, and people will accept you and respect you a lot more for doing what you want to do, instead of being sort of a yes man that will always just do what people are doing or people are saying and stuff like that. So yeah, that is probably my biggest piece of advice is be you, discover yourself, don't let anyone influence who you become. Right, the third question is, were you anxious about moving into halls? The simple answer would be yes, but the second answer would be no. Why? The first answer would be yes, because obviously before you go to uni, you've never ever experienced it before, you've never been in that environment before, you've never sort of lived with people you've never seen before, you've never been fully responsible for your own life, most of the time anyway. So going in, I was feeling like, oh my god. First house, obviously halls, I mean, in first year was 12 people, so it was a lot to handle, especially before thinking about it. So I was just thinking, oh my god, it's 12 people, I've never met them, what are they going to be like, they're going to accept me for who I am, what are they going to think of me, all that sort of thing. But then the no comes in when I would say that about 2 hours into getting into moving in day, and actually meeting the whole house, literally we fit in and got on like a house on fire. I think it's all in your head to start with. You're just anxious about the thought of not knowing who you're living with and how you're gonna get on and stuff like that. But once you're actually immersed in the situation and sort of knee deep in it, as they say, you literally will not think about it, because you will be getting on. And if you're not getting on, you're gonna go out, go to an event, meet other people, because at uni, I am a firm believer that at uni you will find people that have similar interests to you, similar sort of talent, similar like sporty interests, similar everything. So just go in with confidence, with a full heart, with an open mind. Right. The next question I got asked for uni is, did you find it hard to make friends at university? Personally, from my own experience, because of who I am, but for me, I would say I did not find difficulties making friends starting the second day. Obviously the first day, it's because obviously you're just seeing how the environment is sort of put together and what's going to happen and all that thing, so you're sort of testing the water. But starting the second day, honestly, I found no difficulty whatsoever. But that comes down to three things, I'd say. The first thing being that I am a very, very confident person. The second point would be I sort of gave myself the best opportunity to find friends, because I threw myself into like 6 roles, I'd say, in the first year. I threw myself into more roles in second year. I threw myself into more roles over placement. I threw myself into even more roles in final year. So I sort of always gave myself the biggest opportunity to find friends, meet people with similar interests. So yeah, the answer to that question should always be yes. No, I mean, because if you give yourself the opportunity, you will always find friends and you will always enjoy your time at university. So make sure you just allow yourself to sort of burst out of your cocoon and just enjoy uni, because it is really, really worth it. And if you just sit back and think about the if, buts and maybes, you won't really enjoy it to the extent that you should and deserve to do. Right, so for the second part of this video, this part is about me. So these are a lot of questions to do with YouTube, to do with me as a person and all that sort of thing. So yeah, continue watching the video if you want that, and I'd appreciate it so much. If not, I hope you enjoyed the university related questions and have a great experience if you're either starting uni, going back to uni, anything like that. I hope you have the best experience. So the first question asked to me a lot is, how old are you and what is your star sign? A lot of people do think that I look a lot older than I am because of my beard, because of my hair, because of a lot of things. So to clear it up, I am 22. I turned 22 about 3 months ago, just about. And my star sign is Sagittarius. If you're Sagittarius, drop me a comment down below. Let's link up the Sagittarius. Right, the second question is, do you have any siblings? And do you live with them? Yes, I have one brother. He is about 2.5 years older than me, ish. Let's round it up and say 3. So he's 3 years older than me, and no, we do not live together. The next question has 2 parts to it. So the first part of the question is, does anyone help you with YouTube related content? And the second part of the question is, what editing softwares do you use? Step by step. In terms of anyone helping me with YouTube content, no one helps me with anything to do with YouTube, whether it's editing, thumbnails, uploading, filming, nothing. Everything is done by myself. But to be completely honest, the first sort of 3 or 4 videos, I did have one of my friends editing for me because I was still sort of learning about the platforms and how to work them and all that sort of thing. Which I do kind of regret looking back on, because I would have preferred to be doing it myself, and even if I was making mistakes because of starting out, I would learn from them. But nevertheless, I am learning. I'm very, very happy where I am. Obviously, there's always room for improvement, so I'm working for that. But for now, yes, I'm doing everything on my own. The second part of the question asked what softwares I use for editing. The one I do use quite often is iMovie, but the one I'm currently very, very, very deep into learning is Adobe Premiere Pro. The next question is, have you ever met any famous UK YouTubers? No, I have not personally met any famous UK YouTubers. If you're asking if I've seen any, yes I have. I've seen 4, if I remember correctly. I think, yeah, 4. Maybe 3 actually. 2 Sidemen and Chunks. The final question is, what's at the top of your bucket list right now? So I have 2 things at the top of my bucket list which I really want to fulfill. They were 3, but I did travel to China 2 years ago, so that was ticked off the bucket list. The next 2 I would like to do, and hopefully do one while doing the other, is I'd love to travel to Australia/New Zealand, and while there I'd love to do a skydive. I know a lot of people would not agree with me and would sort of be too scared to do something like this. I feel like I would also be scared, but I would love to do a skydive. Like, I feel like I'm turning into a little bit of an adrenaline junkie. So I think that is the 2 things I would do that are at the very top of my bucket list right now. Hopefully COVID doesn't keep them from happening for too long. Right, so I think that is that. I'll call this a day. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you're new around here, make sure you smash that subscribe button for me. I'd love you always and forever. And hope you have smashed that like button as well. I would appreciate it a lot. But yeah, that's been the video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, great rest of the week, and I'll see you guys very soon. Ali out.